Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Here's the story of a 6-point system made by 4 extremely attractive engineers.
Hi, I'm Brent Castio.
I'm Adam Bentley.
I'm Robert Murish.
And I'm Robert Meyer.
Our system is a one-time, set-it-and-forget-it smart car seat system which notifies parents or caretakers if a child is left in a hot car. Since 1998, there have been 537 recorded deaths in the United States due to children being left in a hot car. These deaths typically take place during the summertime and in hot states such as California, Texas, or Florida. In moderate temperatures such as 80 degrees, the interior temperature of a car can reach 120 degrees within 60 minutes. Internal temperatures of the body start to experience problems at 103.5 degrees, which is when the body experiences heat stroke, and at 107.6 degrees, the body has permanent damage to the brain. These deaths, however tragic they are, obviously nobody wants to go through an experience like this, they are preventable. And so we have proposed that there is an engineering solution that would solve this problem.
In designing the system, we had the following features in mind. We wanted it to be self-sustaining, so it requires no interaction after the first installation. We wanted the system to be portable. We wanted it to be easy to install. We want it to be able to detect a child accurately and be able to filter out against the presence of a backpack or a briefcase. We want it to be able to detect the level of danger, such as high temperatures within the car. We need it to be able to alert parents and to alert others in the area surrounding the car.
Alright, so the features of our system include a sensor array, a cellular module to make phone calls, and a local alert system which notifies those outside the vehicle of the dangerous situation. For this we use a force sensing resistor which detects the presence of some object in the car seat, coupled with a capacitance sensor. The human body has natural capacitance, and we use this capacitance sensor to detect that whenever a body of a person comes close, we can sense that if it's a child or a person or compared to an inanimate object. Now with the child sensor data, with the child detected, we can then go to the car properties. We use the temperature and the time data from the accelerometer that we get, and we can determine the severity of the situation and make an action based on that. The data we receive from our sensors then goes into our system, which uses an algorithm to determine the severity level of the situation, such as mild, moderate, or extreme. A mild scenario would be where the system sends a text message with the cellular module to the parent or caregiver. A moderate response would be a phone call to the parent. And an extreme case would be a 911 call to the local authorities. If our system determines the scenario to be moderate or extreme, we have a local alert that goes off as well. This consists of LEDs and a speaker.
And this is the final product, the 6-point system after all of our consideration of our requirements and everything that we needed it to do. So this system has all the components, all the sensors, all the controllers for our logic built into this one device. So here on the outside you see the solar panel. That's what we use to power the system and keep it charged. This solar panel charges 2 high capacitive batteries inside. You also see on the outside a speaker that attaches directly to the glass on the rear window to activate the local alert. There's suction cups here for mounting, and the other external component is the sensor pad, which inside contains 3 force sensing resistors and the capacitance sensor. Inside of this system are the components that make it work. We have here our main logic board, which is a microcontroller that runs the system. Also here is our cell module and the controllers for all of our sensors. You'll see here are the 2 high capacity batteries. There's a push button switch here for the cell phone activation. And those components are what make our system work. Now this package seals up and mounts in the car in one easy to use device.
In order to send a text message or make a call to a parent, our system requires a SIM card that's tied to an active cell account. I have a SIM card here from AT&T, any GSM SIM card would work, for example from T-Mobile or several prepaid providers. And to install the SIM card, we simply open the lid on the system and we'll install it into the bay on the circuit board here. It goes in with the clipped corner facing out, and it simply slips into the SIM card bay. You push down on it and then pull outward on the cover to lock it into place. And the SIM card's installed. We'll simply close the lid and it's ready to be installed in the vehicle. To install the 6-point system, there are two components. There's the main unit that goes in the rear window of the car, and there's the sensor pad that goes in the seat. The sensor pad gets installed first, and I'll show you how that works. So there's a top side and a bottom side. The bottom side has some tacky adhesive on it. And to install this, you simply pull the cover back in the car seat. You can follow the manufacturer's instructions if there's any question. And then the sensor pad gets installed with about 2/3 of it up the back of the car seat, about 1/3 of it in the bottom. Just about like that. Then you want to make sure this is flat and put the cover of the car seat back over this. Make sure the cables are routed so they're not in the child's way. And that's how you install the sensor pad in the seat. Now the second component is the main unit. This installs in the rear window of the car. There are 4 suction cups that hold this in place. And when you install this, you just want to make sure that it's low and to the side as much as possible to keep it out of the driver's field of view. And then you can give a firm push at each of the corners to make sure the suction cups stick to the window. And that's how you install the 6-point system. Alright, we'd like to demonstrate for you now the 6-point system in action. We've got it set up here in a car. I'm going to simulate a child by activating the sensors here with a little weight from my hand to activate the sensors, and it's going to sense my hand with the capacitance sensor just like it would sense a child. And what's going to happen now that the sensors are active, we've got the time turned down so it'll just take a few seconds where usually it would wait 5 or 10 minutes depending on the temperature and other conditions. But once the system is activated by my hand being in the car seat here, first some alerts are going to go to the cell phone numbers that we've programmed into the system. We'll send a text message and a phone call. And then as you can hear, the local alert also goes off with lights and sound. So anybody passing by the vehicle knows what's